Yeah, that was awesome. Right when we were getting started. I'm like queuing everything up, and then out of nowhere, I see your mic fall down. Mayday. You know?
Yeah, get it out the way. It's only gonna happen once per show, so I figured I'd just do it now.
Yeah, do it while the intro's playing, of course.
Yeah.
Everybody, welcome back. Hello. Got everybody, that out of the way. We're
You're
done
now
with that.
listening to the L&C Podcast.
The show's no longer about you.
Mm-mm.
This is your one moment.
One opportunity. Will you take it?
Did you squander it? Did you waste it?
Did you fucking squander that shit? I love saying squander. I love telling people that they've squandered opportunities in life.
It makes me think about Dark Souls 3 because there's a guy, you know what I'm talking about?
Nah.
You smiled like you knew what I was talking about, so I was like, oh, well, you take it away.
I know Dark Souls 3, but I don't know the guy, but I assume there's a guy named Squander or something.
Well, no, he's the blacksmith of the Oh my god, people are gonna shoot me. I'm gonna get assassinated after this because it's been so long since I've played Dark Souls 3. But it's specifically in 3. It's the main bonfire area. I'm sorry, you guys. Please, just kill me, please. I'm gonna get murdered. You have no idea. Like, the fandom is such that I will be murked in approximately 5 minutes after wrapping this. But it's in like the main hub area. There's a blacksmith, and he's going to town just all the time on this damn anvil, like, ching, ching. And you walk up to him and you talk to him to improve your weapons, and he goes like, "What needs to be smithed today?" And then every time after you walk away, he says the same thing. He says, "Prithee, be careful. Don't want to see me work squandered." But it's like word for word that every single time. And so, when there's those words that make you think of something that you've heard no less than 500 times. And it's the way he says it too. And it's got little subtitles. It's apostrophe D, the way he says squandered. It's like squandered. So
not squandered, squandered.
That's your Gaelic dialect for the day, folks.
The more you know.
The more you know. Play Dark Souls 3, you guys, please. It's a great game.
When did that come out? That's recent, right?
Dark Souls 3 came out in like 2018, 2019.
Something, a new Dark Souls or Witcher or something. They made a new something recently. I think. Or they added something to it. Is it like a
2016? Forgive me.
Know. Damn.
I think it was updated in 2018 with DLC.
Fucking DLC. When I meet whoever created DLC, I'm a DO whip their ass.
In the case of Dark Souls, it's a good thing. There are games where DLC is a necessity because the game was produced at length, very extremely well. It's incredibly beautiful. And then DLC for a game like Dark Souls means, here's another game that we're going to add on to the back of your game where you get everything in it. You don't have to pay for skins or items or anything. All you're doing is paying like $30 more for like an additional game that's almost the length of the first one. And for that, it's like, oh yeah, I mean, because that money's going toward all that it took to develop that second half of the new half of this already existing game,
I guess I get that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's my problem I take umbrage with when DLC is just like V-Bucks style, let's get you with the in-game currency, let's get you with every single update buying a new battle pass, or I don't know, if it's just like downloading like 2 maps on like a shooter for $10, that shit's a little stupid because eventually if you don't constantly pay for that stuff, you become obsolete and you can't interact with people in the world. That's how Destiny does it. every single time. And people will argue that Destiny does it the way I described Dark Souls doing it, but I disagree, because Dark Souls never makes it so that you can't play with anyone else when you don't get the DLC, when you don't get the expansion. Destiny, like, they remove the old stuff. They're at the point now where, like, you have to upgrade. You have to basically buy this whole new addition to the game. And if you fall behind by like 2 or 3 updates, you can't even access the game anymore that you bought originally. It's real stupid. Like, imagine getting your game ripped away from you because you don't want to like update it and upgrade it. It's pretty.
That's how apps work for real. If you don't update the app, that shit don't work, or it don't work the way it used to.
Yeah, but you're not paying for those updates with games like Destiny 2. You have to pay like $40 for this new thing, or else guaranteed in like 8 months, the servers for the old section of the game are going to be over with, and you can't even access that anymore.
Wait till we do that.
Oh yeah, with the podcast. Yeah, if you're not up to date on Patreon, if you don't have the RSS feed for for season 2, say bye-bye to season 1. As you know it. It's going to be deleted and uploaded to Patreon exclusively.
Yes. Yep. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's what.
We don't. I'll tell you what I give a fuck about, though, are these posers out here pretending like they are, like they're better than us or even as good as us.
That they would even think. They would even fucking think.
I mean, check this lady out. Her channel's called L&C Show TV.
What in the fuck?
Exactly. What in the fuck does she think she's doing?
What?
I mean, if she wants to step, I'll gladly look at this. With the,
I'll put on my big boy shoes. I ain't no goddamn way.
With each and every one of these, I notice a constant theme.
I see it.
I gotta admit, I gotta give credit where it's due. These intros are definitely more engaging than
they just added extra shit. Our shit's classic, simple, and the fucking soundtrack is better. All right. Yeah.
The music is better. Our music is better because I made it myself. With you featured with some of the shouting at the end.
Indeed.
It was a labor of love, that song that we play at the beginning of each episode, and the outro as well.
Indeed.
I'm thinking about making a couple more to alternate between, so it's not the same thing every time, but it'll be the same theme. Yeah.
We get the new fucking arc like animes do and switch up the goddamn opening and ending on your ass.
Exactly. We're about to upgrade. Pretty soon, this background isn't just going to be solid purple. When we make changes, they're going to be swift and all at once. Trust me, it's going to be like
a curtain holder.
Yes.
Hang up curtains, bitch.
I'm waiting for the second season before we upgrade everything.
How powerful we become in season 2. You're not ready.
And for those of you wondering, well, what's a season for you guys? I'm thinking every 100 episodes. So once we get to episode 100, it's time for some major changes. And you've seen a bunch of changes from the beginning. I showed somebody the podcast, and they got back to me yesterday, and they went, "Oh my God, I listened to some of it. I like it a lot." And I was like, "Oh, that's great."
I know.
And they're like, "Yeah, you do it out of your bedroom. It looks cool." And I was like, "Yeah, so you've seen all like the crazy curtains and lights and everything then?" And they're like, "Wait, what?" No, I watched like maybe the first couple episodes, and I was like, "Oh, you're in for a treat. If you thought those were anywhere near presentable."
People always watch our first ones, but I think our first one's probably one of our best ones, honestly.
I mean, it's fun. It's fun to listen to and look at and compare to, but I hate looking at stuff that's like underdeveloped in my eyes. When I know it gets better, the quality improves drastically, I'm like, just forget that ever happened to you guys, please. Just leave it in the past. Yeah, look at it, examine it for like historical context and move the you don't have to watch the whole thing. That's not what it's there for. It's not even on Spotify. It's not even on like audio only. So just leave it in the past. Leave it there to die, to rot by itself. Just like I wish this lady would do with her channel. I wish she would abandon it in an alleyway to be picked apart by rats and raccoons and other vermin, other alley vermin, homeless people. I wish she would just do that instead of taking the route of trying to have a successful YouTube career.
Oh, is this more to the opening?
I mean, what I tell you, I mean, these openings are just elaborate, I think is the word. They're more elaborate than ours, but that's all they have on us. They don't have our audio quality. They don't have our charisma.
We don't have time to be putting in a bunch of shit into the opening. When our opening, if it ain't broke, absolutely do not. Don't even touch it. Don't even think about touching it.
Sorry if you're just listening and you heard that static fuzz. That's her editing. She did a cutaway, but instead of making it like super quick and snappy, she did like an interference screen on a TV for like 5 seconds. So we didn't just get swept away by a tornado. No, that was her choice.
What's up, family? I'm back with another video.
Okay. Now, do we ever pause for that long? You guys be honest with us. And this lady has editing capability. She's proven that she's in the booth. She's on the laptop, the computer, whatever after the fact, and she's putting this together. There is no excuse for such a long, pregnant pause. I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't want to come for you. Can I be honest? This was Lorenzo's idea. That guy over there, that's all him. No, I'm kidding. It was completely my idea to call you. I don't even think he's seen you before. I'm just really what I'm doing at this point is I'm searching the keywords that people should be able to find our channel by, and instead I'm being redirected to other, and I don't understand why. When
I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me.
When we're putting out constant uploads, when we're getting positive feedback, when we're only experiencing exponential growth, why is it that, what is this called? L&C TV show? L&C show TV? Why does that come up anywhere in the,
in the vicinity?
Prove to me why, madam.
Tell me why.
And it's the L&C show TV.
Okay. All right. And she's got the special effects. I mean, we don't really have to examine this for too long. I just wanted to get a look at who we're competing directly with.
Watch.
This
is probably our biggest threat, I imagine.
I think so too. Too. I mean, because she's a vlogger, right? So she's out there, man on the street style, getting things done. And honestly, I think we need to do that. And
oh no, definitely. That's been on my mind.
That's been on my mind too. Like this is not. I didn't see this lady's channel and think that. No, I mean, I've been wanting to go out and do like street interviews or
L&C in motion
sketches. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Eric Andre, and the 6th season's out. Your boy Donald Glover just went on.
Oh yeah, I saw. Well, I didn't watch it, but I saw that he went on. Yeah.
Yeah, Lil Nas X was on there.
Oh no.
The best part about the Eric Andre show are the pranks they do in public. I'm not saying we need to become a pranks channel, but I definitely want to get out there and do some surveys.
Visit places and shit.
Visit some cities that we don't have any business being in, and that we'll never show our faces in for anything but content. I don't want to like go to my local supermarket and then never be able to go there again because I'm just going to be blacklisted as the guy with the camcorder and the microphone, because that has to happen. These idiots that do this stuff, like these 19, 20-year-olds who do this in their backyard.
Please never do this shit. Don't come back.
Don't come back. They got their sign up and everything. The people who were doing like the paper towel fort challenges in their own Walmart, the one in their hometown, they probably got big banned. But this lady, she's got the right idea. I mean, look, I mean, this has how many views? 3 views from 2 days ago. I mean, this is no small opponent. I mean, our shit from 2 days ago has 6 views. So I mean, we're she's hot on our damn tail.
Hot on our trail.
It isn't. I'm tripping.
All right, that's enough. Seen all I need to see.
Doing a little bit of reconnaissance, if you will.
So there's that. We have her to look out for. I said I was going to get a war horn. I don't have one yet, so I'll use the Discord air horn. Just hear that and think.
You didn't peep what you were using, because I didn't even know. It's like, see, these kids be knowing every goddamn day.
Well, he's on Discord, you know. He has all the stuff I do. Okay, well, let's take a look at someone else.
Who else dares to challenge us?
So you might see this a lot. I'll say this one right here was the one I saw the most in the very beginning. I saw this immediately when searching L&C, especially with the damn oh my god, ampersand. Thank you. I was about to have a seizure.
Goddamn.
L&C took me here for the longest time to this Lois and Clark fan page. You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen this?
I've never seen that in my life.
You
know
never
what
seen this?
For me, it was the fucking kids, the little sports channel. That's what kept popping up for me.
Yeah. Well, that's why I did them first. Yeah, because they were for a long time recently. That's what came up first.
Yeah.
But I'm talking in the beginning.
Oh shit! I was like, who's Lois and Clark? I was thinking of Sacagawea. What was the 2 guys?
Oh, Lewis and Clark.
Yeah. But I was like, oh no, this is some Superman shit.
Yeah.
I'm fucking done.
It's a fan page for the show. So we're not going to actually watch any clips because they'll get struck.
Old fucking show.
But this guy with the fan page has nearly 5,000 subscribers and 104 videos. I mean, and his views go anywhere from 10,000 to 200,000 on some of these clips. So
it's like old people and fucking DC fans.
Yeah. So he's going to be there a while. He's not going anywhere, sadly.
No.
But we love that for him.
And
soon enough, we'll eclipse him. Yeah. I can't wait for the day that we are the first and last result. Like, it's just the feed gets full of our videos and no one else's. I think once we get to 100, that's what it'll be, because there'll be such a volume. I mean, this guy only has 104 videos on his whole channel, and he's been around for how long? I mean, probably as long as his show has existed. Yeah, 2007. This guy's been on here with a total of 15 million views since 2007. Our stuff is going to have thousands of views.
Billion. But
we're going to have thousands of episodes before he even
thinks about 1,000 episodes.
Exactly. Before he even gets anywhere near that. So we love that for him as well. Enjoy the Throne King. We're coming. We're on the way.
We're coming. The British are coming. The villagers are not happy, and we're coming to behead you.
Yeah.
Decapitation nation. Population you.
Amen. Population you.
Population.
Yeah, decapitation station. There we go.
Oh yeah,
choo.
Yeah. Choo choo, chugga chugga chugga. I think I can.
I know we do a lot of light stuff like that, where we're clearly not serious at all. And we will be fighting to the death, of course. All these channels collectively. I'll set up a Thunderdome situation, and we'll take care of that. But kidding aside, there's something real going on in the state of Virginia right now that's rocked.
Fucking real.
That's rocked the Commonwealth by storm. If you live in Virginia and you don't know what I'm talking about immediately, buckle in, because this affects you directly. And I'm talking to our only listeners, which are of course men.
I think we probably have more women.
I don't think we have a
listeners,
single
honestly.
woman listening. Do you really think that we have a single woman that listens to this?
I think we have more women listeners than men listeners.
Really?
I think. I don't know. Maybe I don't. I
What
mean,
makes
like,
you think
I know.
that?
I know we have at least both. Maybe not more, but at least some.
That's all
Maybe
I do is insult women on this. I feel like, I mean, that poor woman just a second ago, I was really holding back, trying not to just go in. I mean, what's her, Liz Wheeler last time? I'm pretty sure I called her a bitch.
Oh yeah. I mean, like bitches call bitches all
Old
the
girl
time.
judge. I didn't hold back. I don't know, but those aren't good examples because those aren't good people. The L&C TV show included.
Look, son, we're feminists, and if women call women bitches, we also call women bitches.
Well,
but
to
we
whatever
don't call,
percentage of men see this, you should know what I'm talking about if you live in Virginia or near
we
Virginia.
only call bitches, not women. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Anyone can be a bitch. That's the thing about it. You know
Anybody. It's a colloquialism. It's not a slight.
Yeah, it don't matter. Men, women, other, it doesn't matter. A bitch is a bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We don't call people bitches based on whichever gender they are. You know what I'm saying? We call them a bitch if they're the bitch gender.
This doesn't directly apply, but there's a comedian, really, really funny comedian named Joey Diaz. And I don't always agree with everything he says because he's a little crazy. He's like an ex-drug addict, insane person. So he goes off on these crazy, wild tangents, especially on this podcast. But one of the jokes he made really, really sat well with me. It resonated with me. And it was about the F word. I won't use it, even though I can. I'm well within my right to. I just don't want to risk the channel getting struck. But hey, he's talking about the gay F slur because he says it a lot. And he says, I love gay people. I have a lot of gay friends. They love me. I love them. I have nothing against gay people. That's not what the word means. And his joke is, are you ever on the subway and you look around, everyone's minding their own business, and there's this one guy off in the corner covering his ears because the train's too loud and everything's too loud around? That's an F slur. That guy right there.
I'm so fucking done.
With his ears covered. And I thought, because at the time there was this guy, it really hit home with me because there was this dude in our marching band at the time when I heard this joke who covered his ears at literally everything. In every rehearsal, you would just see this skinny little white, frail twig of a man or kid, like huddled up on his rehearsal chair, covering his ears. And that's all that came to mind for me, even before I heard the joke. I was like, what the fuck is this? Does he know where he is? Does he understand that the drum line is going to be a little loud? It's going to...
Why do you play if he...
I know, it's like, why the fuck are you in marching band? I don't understand. And when I heard that joke, immediately, like, I think of that kid.
I'm fucking done. Holy shit.
And that's why it hit home. It's because I was like, oh, I know somebody who I've had that exact, I put two and two together already. So we love that. But what we don't love, what's given me such great alarm is that recently Governor Glenn Youngkin, I believe is his name.
How come governors always got some weird ass fucking name? It can't be like a fucking Michael Bradley or some shit. I don't fucking know. Youngkin? What the fuck? Sounds like a fucking heroin addict. Probably is.
Well, whatever his late night proclivities might include, they certainly don't include watching porn anymore, because Governor Youngkin has signed a bill last week that requires users to verify that they are 18 years old through advanced verification methods to enter pornographic websites. He said this is an effort to protect children from being exposed to adult content, says WTOP, local news from Virginia. I don't know what to tell you, Glenn, but that ain't gonna help shit. Kids are going to be exposed to what they're going to be exposed to. I mean,
First off, they got TikTok, so
they have TikTok. I mean, they're watching people they're watching ISIS videos on TikTok right now. You know what I mean? They've seen it all.
Oh my God!
The Greenwich Challenge didn't come out of nowhere.
They got YouTube. They got fucking Max. They got they got Hulu. They got everything.
Exactly, and there's boobies and vag galore on Euphoria, which last time I checked, only kids watch that shit. Right, because they were hoping to see some Zendaya side boob. Not that there's any to look, but she was the only one. Newsflash: she was the only one that didn't strip at all, from what I understand. And I haven't even seen a single episode. All they really saw were a bunch of fake dicks. So, joke's on you. Which, honestly, it sounds right up my alley. I should really check it out before I run out of HBO Max, which I'm about to let go. I've run out of things that interest me on there.
No, because the thing is, the internet's going to tell you when a show's done, and then you go watch that shit.
Yeah.
And you have Max for a month, because once you buy that shit, they don't let you cancel that shit. You ain't getting your refund.
Well, when it comes to porn in Virginia, there was no timeline. This was a sneak bill that got passed, and here we are now in the.
Hold up. So is it just a Virginia thing? Because that don't even affect me then.
It's just Virginia. So
that's wild.
This is all about Virginians
everything, boy,
taking up arms. And I don't know if Glenn knows how many registered gun owners there are in Virginia, and how many of them are inbred closet porn addicts.
Oh, shit.
He's gonna have another thing coming pretty soon. Yeah, so when you log in Virginia, and I really hope, for all intents and purposes, this isn't the Pornhub website at all that I'm pulling up, but if you were to go open up Pornhub with any search term, with any link in the state of Virginia, if you have location services turned on, or you're not using a VPN, this comes up. Only on Pornhub. I don't believe the other sites have ceased being able to log in without age verification. But this is Pornhub's response to the legislation passed. Let me enlarge this for you guys.
They're pretty on their shit, I guess.
It's a message that says, "Dear user, as you may know, your elected officials in Virginia are requiring us to verify your age before allowing you access to our website. While safety and compliance are at the forefront of our mission, giving your ID card every time you want to visit an adult platform is not the most effective solution for protecting our users, and in fact will put children and your privacy at risk." So they don't believe that showing your ID as verification is viable or effective, and really all it stands to do is compromise your privacy and your identity, especially on porn sites of all places. Imagine having to use your social security number on like YouPorn. It's not going to fly. You know, it'll fly away.
Son, you'd have to be like pretty down bad to like put your social into a porn site. You're going through a rough spot.
Yeah. Honestly, it does.
God damn, I need it.
It does not make any sense. You don't even want to accidentally click on something other than what you're looking for on a porn site.
Oh my God.
You certainly don't want to be entering your critical identification info. But now this wonderful lady, she reads this for us, so I'd like to hear her explain it if she will.
Hi, I'm Sherita Bell. As you may know, your elected officials have required us to verify your age. Clients are at the forefront of our mission. Giving your ID card every time you want to visit an adult platform is not the most effective solution for protecting our users, and in fact, will put children and your privacy at risk. In addition, mandating age verification without proper enforcement gives platforms the opportunity to choose whether or not to comply. As we've seen in other states, this just drives traffic to sites with far fewer safety measures in place. Very few sites are able to compare to the robust trust and safety measures we currently have in place.
And I would agree. I mean, As a frequenter of sites such as these in my spare time, I just observe. I just, take a little peek in there.
You know something? I honestly never saw you as someone with free time like that.
Oh, free time like that? I mean, I think we all have free time like that.
I don't have
If you want to get real, we're not just sitting here lying to our beloved audience. I mean, truly, this is going to rock a lot of people's world, I'm telling you. And it starts with them, and it's going to work its way out to every other site and platform. They're the first to respond because I think they are the biggest infrastructure, the most reputable one anyway, because they do have rigorous safety measures comparably to other like platforms.
A lot of people go to Pornhub just for the comment section sometimes.
No, exactly. I mean, like, this is like the YouTube of adult content.
Yep.
And then everything else is like the Vimeo or fucking Imgur, other like darker, weird offshoot sites is what all the other adult content sites are. But no, I mean, they do a good job with safety already as it is. Now, the age verification, part of the problem with this and the rushed, the rushed nature of the legislation is that sites like these don't have the infrastructure to accommodate the new state laws being put in place, right? I mean, like, truly, there's no system in place or server capability, anything to institute something like this immediately. So I think temporarily it's just totally shut down, and that's their temporary solution. But she goes on to explain what the long-term solution should be and what they're countering with. They have a better idea.
In order to protect children and user privacy, any legislation must be enforced against all platforms offering adult content. The safety of our users is one of our biggest concerns. However, the best and most effective solution for protecting children and adults alike is to identify users by their device and allow access to age-restricted materials and websites based on that identification. Until a real solution is offered, we've made the difficult decision to completely disable access to...
So they want device verification, which, if you don't know what that means, if you're a little lost, all that means is, when you go to sign in, first of all, you'll need a login, I would imagine. But even if you're doing a guest type of deal, you would need to have a phone on hand or something that you can send a text message to. And I don't know how or by what means they would be able to determine a person's age without them just outright lying just by that alone. But I guess they would have to see who owns the device somehow.
The fucking parent of the kid.
The parent of the kid who bought it, right? I mean, like, that's still no perfect solution.
2-year-olds have iPhones, bro. This motherfucker. You know what I think it is? I think he has like a vicious fucking porn addiction, and he's like, I'm not gonna sign into it, so I'll be able to help myself, and that's really all it is.
Yeah, he's like, I'm the fucking governor. I can just take this shit away from everybody.
He's like, there's no way I'm gonna put my information into a porn site, so I'll just take it. I'll just make it so I have to do that, and I won't do it.
Oh, definitely. And now here it is. It's ruined for everybody. So, congrats to him. He did it. This is the dumbest thing. Like, there's a lot of pissed off Republicans right now too. Like, this doesn't win anything for anyone other than like evangelical middle-aged women.
Super.
Those are the only people that are cheering this on. I mean, truthfully, no one else. Like, a lot of regular women are neutral, and it's really the only crazy extra religious people that are praising this.
Children don't need,
and that's only because they get to molest all the children that they want to, and so they're covered. They're the ones.
You don't gotta worry about.
They don't have to worry about where or how they get off at any point in time, because they know each and every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday, they just have a harem of children that they can have their way with and that aren't going to say anything to anybody because they've been groomed and taught that it's normal to touch Miss Kathy's privates.
It's just like when Mary gave birth to baby Jesus.
Now, Jimmy, if you want this candy in the bowl, you know how to get it. You have to tickle the little piece right here. You just have to do it. You have to do it just so, lightly, very lightly, delicately. I mean, you've done it a million times. You know how it works. But Miss Kathy, do I have to? It smells different now. I mean, have you even been washing? Of course not. That's what makes it so much better, is when I know you're not enjoying it. You idiot. And don't even think about telling your mom, your dumb bitch mom. Because you know what? I'll convince her not to get you the PS5 that I know you want. That you tried to ask me for. Like I'm going to give you a PS5 to tickle my clit. In your dreams, Jimmy. And I'll make for damn sure that your mom doesn't get you one either. That she takes away your Xbox 360 for even thinking about snitching. If I even look at you and think you're thinking about snitching on me, it's over.
It's over for you.
I'll end you. I'll end your burgeoning N-word COD career right where it started. Yeah, because it's the same little kids getting molested that are in game chat just screaming racial slurs because they don't know how to grapple with what's been going on at church.
They can't process their emotions. They don't know who to be mad at, so they're just mad at everybody.
Go back to Africa. Log off! It's time to go! Are you dressed? I don't want to go. I just want to keep yelling at underprivileged black kids. Do we have to go? I'm not even...
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Why are you still in your underwear? Because I'm going to be in my underwear anyway. In like fucking...
Why do I got to dress up just to take it off?
Right after service. It's coming off. Yeah. These poor kids. I'll tell you what's not helping is taking away their healthy access to the real world. And there's nothing more real and more grounded than everything at your disposal on the internet. Can I get an amen?
A to the men.
That's real shit right there. And that's what people can expect from sex. That's what people can expect in real life.
From consensual sex.
Seeing somebody with their entire arm up to their elbow in a person's esophagus, just reaching down and out the other end. I mean, if you haven't seen that, boy, are you missing out, because it's real life. That's what people are doing next door right now. I guarantee it. That's why you get soundproofing.
Now, yep. You wonder why you don't hear your neighbors? It's because they're doing some extra
doing some extra shit. You know why you have to keep filing noise complaints to turn the music down? It's because they're having no fewer than 20 people in there with all 40 appendages inserted and
oh my
God knows where. And he's watching. He's watching all of it. The only thing he doesn't seem to be watching is Miss Kathy in the back room.
Because the back room, it's like
giving music lessons. Yeah. Okay. Giving voice lessons.
Yeah. Say
Say Give me a la 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 right down there, if you could. Say do re mi fa sol la ti. That's right. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know what to make of this. I don't know how long it's going to last for. I don't know if it's just posturing on the part of Republicans, but I don't think anyone's in favor of this. None of the constituents are much too happy about this. And yeah, I mean, if the goal is to decrease tensions, right? I don't think you're winning hearts and minds with this one, my guy.
Oh, no.
I just don't see it happening. I really don't. So I'm excited to see what becomes of this, because Lord only knows it's gonna escalate. It's gonna get crazy. I've been seeing people post like people who don't even engage in politics, because I follow a lot of comedians now, local comedians. A lot of them have had something to say about this.
Oh.
And I had somebody over the other day who brought it up, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" Because I truly hadn't been online like that in a few days, and that's saying something. That's saying how well I've been doing lately.
I'm done, yo.
When you don't have to access that stuff,
Yeah.
each and every day, day in and day out, 3-5 times a day, But this didn't occur to me because I didn't see it yet, and when I did log in, pull it up, that's what came up. So we'll see. And it's only a matter of time before it spreads like wildfire to the other sites when they get wise. I mean, I think it's really just because they don't even have the infrastructure to shut down their websites like that in one state by location. I don't think they're capable.
Yeah.
But maybe, who knows, they might follow suit in a matter of days.
Maybe they'll say fuck it. I don't know.
Because it's not just isolating Pornhub here. It's I think it's an apply all to all pornographic material in websites in particular. So, I mean, yikes.
You just gotta change your site to like, this isn't a porn site. We just have porn on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is a museum.
Yeah.
This is an online virtual tour experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a cooking show, but they're very bad at cooking.
They're so bad at cooking. This is it cake?
Oh my God. Oh shit.
Cake has obviously a different meaning here on our website. And yes, all of it is edible.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, moving on. Let's see here. You didn't have any student loans, did you?
Not your boy.
Not you. Okay. I know a few people with student loans, and the Supreme Court recently has been popping off. The Supreme Court has just been left and right to all the shit that's been helping people. Most recently, student loan forgiveness has been struck down.
Fuck it, don't pay it.
People that applied for student loan forgiveness, if they didn't already receive it, it's done. It's dead in the water. And they're not going to be getting that money due to a lot of lobbying on the part of the loan companies that obviously want to get paid.
Yeah.
And Republicans who obviously don't want to see regular people paid.
Yep.
Who want people to suffer.
More, it's people, what I'm saying, receiving.
Because they want to get their flights paid for to Cancun and, and their nice little vacation. I'm sure a lot of them were on summer break, 4th of July weekend. A lot of these Republican legislators probably out there chilling, sunbathing.
Yep. How you going to pay for their boat if you're not paying back the fucking student loans,
Exactly.
They have deals with the loan companies and you're fucking that all up.
You're fucking it up. They're going to take your bag, Mitch.
Yep. Indeed.
So that's gone. But I think, so that doesn't affect you directly. It doesn't affect me. But what affects both of us in a really real direct way is what they also got done real quick, was the rejection of affirmative action as legal. I mean, that's cray-cray. I mean, you're never going to see another black person in a college again after this.
They want us for sports still, but like outside of that, yeah,
I don't even think though, because if everyone's white in sports,
yeah,
I mean, I think that's the solution, the final solution, if I might even go so far as to call it. No, there will still be black people, and
still want a good show. They still want a winning team. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
There's still going to be other, but just not at the current rate of admissions. You won't see as many people. And I think it'll pretty much exclusively be people with genetic dispositions as relate to sporting. Yeah. Okay. Listen, I know how to speak. I'm not going to talk myself into a corner. People with bigger dicks belong on the court. Enough said.
NUFFSED.
That third leg helps with liftoff. It's like a springboard. Oh, they lay it out in front of them, and then they
like a catapult.
Yeah, like the Harlem Globetrotters.
Oh my fucking god! Over, son.
This is just crazy because a lot of people think that affirmative action means black people are making it into schools ahead of white people on the basis of their skin color. And that not just black people, but minorities in general, that there's a minority quota, and that sort of inherently means that white people aren't being admitted into these schools as a result, that there are qualified white students that would have otherwise been admitted to these schools. That's simply not what it means. That's not what it means. That's not what a quota does. It's not to say that one student is any more qualified than another. All this is saying is that all these students meet the same qualifications, and we have a capacity with this legislation to ensure that a diverse background or body of students are sourced during the admissions process.
That's all it means.
That's all it means. I mean, there are kids with the same test scores, the same GPAs. They're just coming from a broader background base than would otherwise be looked at without affirmative action in place. That's all it served to do.
Because think about it. You an old white guy. Little Susie, she got straight A's, 4.0 GPA. And then you got Keisha, 4.0 GPA, all A's. But you're an old white guy. Little Susie's your niece. So you gonna throw her ass up in there because she look like you. You know what I'm saying? And you like, ooh, Keisha's scary. And so so you ain't gonna let Keisha in, even though she, you know what I'm saying?
And I heard a great point too by somebody earlier in the week that said affirmative action isn't even good. Like getting into these Ivy League schools isn't what really matters to kids, to students. That's the school itself doesn't really do shit for you aside from the pedigree, and even that isn't a lot. Well, what it does do is like what you're describing. I mean, being there with other people in your field in Ivy League means money. You know, these are students coming from well-off families, from well-off homes. All it serves to do really for students attending these schools, especially from diverse backgrounds, is it gives them the ability to network with people who they would otherwise never encounter in life. I mean, this is a pool full of people that are taking, flights left and right for vacation, I mean, like this is different money that people are being exposed to. If you got a kid with a fucking 4.0 GPA with amazing test scores who gets into Stanford, and he's black, I mean, if he even went to VCU, he wouldn't be exposed to like the crazy hedge fund families that could set him up with a job right after graduating. You
got to network. You got to meet these people that own businesses and shit, or know people that own businesses, and it's like, hey, you're not like the others. I like you.
Exactly.
get you this job.
Wait, you're black and you're capable, and you can do the thing that I'm here to do, like just as well, if not better. You can do it. Why aren't there more of you here? It's because we only really see white applications. Is that why? Oh,
I know why there's not more of you here. Honestly, I wouldn't have you here if it was up to me, but glad you're here.
Yeah. I mean, truthfully, the volume of white application just dwarfs minority applications to begin with. So the concerted effort to bring on a diverse pool of student body is just that, to have a greater representation of the country. Because if you take a majority of applications at face value, what that means is that it's first come, first serve. And truthfully, a majority means that it dwarfs everything else. And once they reach a certain capacity for the year, they're not bringing on any more students. That's that. So the majority truly rules in the way of college admissions. So all affirmative action did was just ensure that there's a certain amount of slots available for the minority, for the people that will inevitably be just tiny little spots in the broader barrel of applications.
Because we not gonna act like people don't see certain names and toss them bitches in the fucking shredder. We not gonna
It doesn't mean that just because you're black or Asian, or well, not Asian, Asians and whites are the the majority.
Yeah.
Truly, but doesn't mean if you're Hispanic or what have you.
If you can't, you know what I'm saying? These are fully qualified, either equal to or more qualified individuals, and because of their name, which you know what I'm saying, which reveals their ethnicity, and you know what I'm saying, it just makes them less likable too, because you know what I'm saying, the old white men that are looking through the paperwork are gonna want more white people. You know what I'm saying?
Here's another thing that kind of hits on what we're talking about, but kind of not. This is legacy admissions are a big problem. Meaning people who have graduated these schools historically will donate to edge their own kids and their own family members in, over other eligible parties. So a lot of white people and Asian people who have graduated already have an edge, or give their families an edge over those who haven't even been to the school at all at any point in time. So yeah, that's gonna come back with a big bite. Legacy admissions, without affirmative action, it really just ensures that if you've been there,
you pay, son, it's a business. You pay money. You gotta pay money to make money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, paying your way.
All affirmative action did was allow Black and brown families to do the same thing with their kids.
Yeah.
And just give them the opportunity to get in there and begin that cycle themselves. If you want to talk about fair is fair, what's fair about legacy admissions? What's fair about somebody who, just because their grandfather went to the same school, they get their top pick of that school. It's pretty insane. So
everybody's so quick to talk about some shit that doesn't involve them. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's all I'm saying.
Are you familiar with Miranda Sings?
I've heard about it.
You've heard about her? I think it's a better word. Yeah, it.
Oh shit.
I'm going to try my best, you guys, to rush through this one, but it's almost impossible to do. We've been going for an hour now, but
damn, boy.
This is the main event today.
Okay.
This is Miranda Sings' channel. This is a recent video she put up a few weeks ago. This is her character.
It's Miranda Mondays. It's the day where you watch it, and then you are again. Miranda Mondays. Hey guys, it's me, Miranda. Welcome to Miranda Mondays, the show where I talk to you for an extended period of time into a microphone. And I hope you have been enjoying it. I've been having lots of fun doing it.
So this is a character that this woman by the name of Colleen Ballinger has been made famous for, with the bright red lipstick, the crazy weird hairdo. And there's some deeper stuff there. The character...
Pictures in the back, the microphone.
Well, the microphone is its own thing, but the character is the get-up and like the white out makeup on her face to make her look like even more exaggerated. But the character is a girl who thinks she's a good singer, but she's not, like, clearly, and she's got a weird speech impediment disorder. She's got weird speech patterns that are really recognizable. And her family's super religious, and she's always calling people sinners and, so she's always talking about sinning behavior and all types of fun stuff. So a lot of parents approved of her stuff because not only is she funny to a lot of children, a lot of really young children, but she's also not the most inappropriate person at face value either. This is something that parents could approve of for their children to watch on YouTube. So, and then she would later, become famous from these little skits she would do as this character Miranda Sings. I do, yeah. You need it? Go ahead, take it. Yeah, come on in. I got an ironing board in here, and somebody needs for once. Give me 1 second. I'll go ahead and play this though, so you can get an idea of her whole deal.
And also not lots of fun. So sometimes I'm having fun, but lots of times I'm actually kind of annoyed. Today I'm coming at you with a mood that is a little sour, and not in an Olivia Rodrigo kind of way, but in the human kind of way. And when I say I'm sour, I don't mean like Olivia Rodrigo, like in a cute, quirky way. I mean like I'm literally ticked off. I don't mean sour like in a Sour Patch Kids, Cabbage Patch Kids kind of way. I mean in like a, do not talk to me, I will ruin you with my eyes, with a glance. Because my day started off terrible, to be honest. My mom is really making me mad. She's being super annoying. She's like, oh, what are you doing? I'm like...
So if you haven't gotten the picture yet, very annoying. I'd go so far as to say insufferable. Not for me. Not for me at all. If you're gay, however, you grew up watching this lady religiously. A lot of gay people did. A lot of young gay people who might not even know they're gay or might deny that they're gay due to their religious tendencies. Enjoy this woman and her characters.
I was unaware.
Yeah, it's a very common theme. Very common theme. Some people you and I may even know really enjoy this lady. One person in particular that comes to mind that I found out recently is Matt. I don't know if you remember Matt. Grew up on this lady, and the list goes on. Just I could count.
So how long has she been out?
This lady's been around for years and years and years and years, and so she went from this to she's been on the Tonight Show once or twice. She was on the Jerry Seinfeld Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, even though she's not really a comedian. She's more like a stage performer. She's been on Broadway. She did like a musical thing. I think it was a one-woman show, maybe. She had a Netflix show for a time about her character in a religious family. The lady from The Office, was it one of the ladies from The Office? Angela was her mom in the show. I mean, she's done a lot. She's established a real niche consumer base for herself that sort of outgrew YouTube for a time.
Goody damn, gosh, it good.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, she's real friendly with kids.
No, I am. I turned.
You just said I turned 10 on Monday.
No,
so are you
did.
a liar or what?
No, you're a liar.
I'm not the one lying over here. You're the one who literally lied. You're like, oh, I'm 10. Oh, I turned 10 on Monday. I'm not 10 yet. And then you're like, no, I am 10. I turned 10 already on a Monday. So what's the truth?
Yeah, like this kid's having a great time. Right? I mean, look at him. That's genuine. He's really laughing. What it makes me want to do is is end my life on site.
I do see it though. First off, kids are mad easy to entertain.
Yeah.
And second off, like I definitely see it though. How it's very, yeah.
I don't.
Oh, finally.
I don't
answer correctly.
No,
Everything
I
else
see
I've done wrong except for
how
that
kids
one.
like it.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't
see
like
it
this.
at all.
I can fix this a different way.
Kids
We
are
don't know
like
this. Hold on.
such simple
I'm gonna
creatures.
decapitate you.
So she's got like a mascot head of herself.
Okay, I got a different idea.
She burps and does that with shit with her tongue.
What's so funny? How does that smell?
It actually smells really good.
That's what I thought.
And then she dresses the kid up like her.
Looks good. So anyways, we got a lot of fun.
Listen, I'm just examining this video, you guys, for good reason. I want you to take this in. This is the most recent example of what made her famous. Take it all in. Breathe it in.
Number one of the top things I do on my show is I sing
like a pig
songs.
in shit. Just consume it
from people.
with every part of your body.
Some people have suggestions. I sing those songs. But
and
before
this
we get
kid
to singing,
is a natural. I mean,
some people
he totally, completely understands her whole deal. He's got the facial mannerisms. He's got those, the vocal affect, the diction. It's all there. Like, actually, I can't even pretend to behave like this fucking annoying ass bit. It's really not for me.
I might start watching it. I'm gonna start watching it every day.
Yeah, well, I do too now. I do because I love it now. Yeah, no, I full 180 recently. I love watching her crash and burn because she's been exposed for doing some no stuff with kids and having some really interesting group conversations with kids from like 12 to 14, sending kids lingerie in the mail, asking them what their favorite sex positions are. I mean, the list goes on. There's a lot of fun stuff coming out about this weirdo fucking just cringy dumb lady, bitch. Can I say? I'll say bitch. When you start messing with children, I can call you a bitch. I think.
Yeah. We've already established this. We don't call her a bitch because she's the one. We call her a bitch.
This dumb, fugly, annoying ass white bitch that I hate. I love to watch now. I love to watch all of her stuff because in retrospect, it's so much better now. Watching even now that you know everything,
trying to see the signs and shit.
Yeah. And now that you see this, you look at it totally.
So,
I'm having a good time now watching this, knowing what I know now.
That's a naughty name, but anyways, I'll move on because there's a child present.
Yeah, I feel bad for the kid there. I'm like, you can't get out of there. Somebody should have thrown him a life raft, maybe. But her acting a fool and looking like a dumbass and behaving like a dumbass for money.
Does she have like a lot of kids on her show or what?
Yeah. A lot of young influencers and drama types. And so a lot of what's unfolded is as a result of what she did to a man by the name of Adam McIntyre when he was 14 or 15. He's a drama channel, drama socialite person on YouTube.
How old is she?
She's like 30 something.
God damn.
Yeah, like 38, 39.
She's been doing this shit for what, like 7 years, 16 years?
Oh my God. She's been doing it a while, yeah. I mean, it has to have been. Yeah, she's 36. So when she was 33, she was messaging these kids. When her channel was not up and coming, she was still in like the millions of subscribers and views. And this is when she was beginning to do the rounds on television and things. She got big into messaging these drama channels and these little kids that would discuss her content for views on YouTube. And so this kid in particular, she took in as like her protege online, and offered him a job at one point and said, hey, if you do this for me, if you run my Twitter for me, and if you do it well enough, I'll hire you as part of my team when you're old enough. Because he was only, I want to say like 15 or 16 at the time. He was a kid running her Twitter, which already red flag. Why let a kid run anything of yours? Why let a kid even run a lemonade stand by themselves? They're bound to go through the inventory. The till's gonna be half empty at the end of the day. There's gonna be a lot of issues that are really just unavoidable when you have a kid do something that an adult that you should be paying to do should be doing instead. But really, it was just for free labor and to manipulate children, because I guess she was unable to manipulate people her own age, like normal, dumb, white, fugly, annoying ass bitches normally do. They just manipulate the people around them. You know what I mean? So she couldn't do that, so she had to do it to kids online who were her fans, people that admired her. And she basically flaked on him, and he put out a post that didn't do very well, that got negative feedback because he's a kid. He did something, risky. And she basically walked back everything she said, and he would later go on to make a post about how she sicked her dogs on him, essentially, in the group chat, and had other people dig into his past, whatever of 15, 16-year-olds past could be, but people, quote unquote, exposed him or basically hate mobbed him and caused him a lot of turmoil in the ensuing months after their falling out. And he's an adult now. I think he's like 20 now. After all this, he didn't bring this back up. Actually, what later happened is the person that was sicked on him, it's a girl or a non-binary person by the name of, I don't give a fuck what their name is. I truly do not care about these people at all. It's just amazing to see this one woman crash and burn. But somebody else, one of these people in the kids group chat, has come out recently saying that they messed up by taking her side, and that she has a history of manipulating her fans to believe things that aren't true, and to attack people that are undeserving of that hate. And he's kind of chimed in to be like, oh, finally they've come around. I mean, no shade to this person for having done that. I get it. She did the same. I've done the same to other people on her behalf before it, got turned on me when I was 16 or whatever. And they've kind of made amends, him and this person that got, that came after him. They got sent after him. And they've kind of joined forces against this lady. And all the stuff I described about the DMs with kids and her talking about her marriage with kids and all like the weird shit her and her team members and former partners have been exposed for communicating to kids, how it's all kind of shady and weird and borderline sexual in nature. They've had a big part in exposing all of this lately, so we love that for them. That's not even the meat of what we're getting at here, folks.
No. It's juicier.
It gets so much fucking juice. This is a ham hock of a goddamn story we have for you. If you haven't heard anything about this, go ahead right now, get that seatbelt, put it on. We're about to blast off. I'd hate for you to get left behind, for you to fly out of the fucking rear dash.
The doors are broke. They open sometimes. Don't fall out of the moving vehicle.
This lady, when you come under fire on YouTube, what's the next logical step for a lot of YouTubers? I'm sure you have the answer ready. You're waiting with the buzzer. What do they normally do?
They fucking try to do a little rebuttal. I know people are saying this, and it's not true.
A rebuttal? Okay. I mean, I think more along the lines of an apology.
Well, yeah. Same. That's what I meant.
Usually, yeah. And I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's a rebuttal in some ways, where during it they'll maybe clarify some things that weren't correct and the greater record, and
First
they'll
off, I didn't even tell him he'd get a job. I told him he might get a job.
exactly things like that. We do expect those when with these apologies, but I think rebuttal is really the perfect word for what this bitch would end up putting out. Let's see if I can find it. I thought I had it pulled up. I mean, this is magnificent. And she still has it up. Even though it's gotten a ton of backlash.
Ooh.
She has kept it up. And this is her response. She just says hi in the title. H-I period, hi. And what everyone expected to be an apology of sorts ended up being whatever the fuck this is.
I have heard of this.
You seen this?
I've heard of it.
Hey, it's been a while since you saw my face. I haven't been doing so great, so I took a little break.
I've been doing great, bitch. Oh, that's good to know. You seem like you're having a great fucking time strumming away on your ukulele here.
I said, remember when I said it sounds familiar? I might have sent you a meme of it before, but yes, her name's Colleen, whatever. I might have sent you a thread before on Insta. It was like, her fucking apology video, and it was a guy with like a little shirt on his head, and he was playing the ukulele, and I was like, I don't understand this, but this is kind of funny. I was like, because basically she was supposed to do an apology, and she was just fucking singing.
Well, here we go. I'm so glad that now it's all connecting. I mean, this has gone around. A lot of people are talking about this because of how utterly insane it is, how completely and utterly unhinged this response is.
People are saying some things about me that aren't quite true. Doesn't matter if it's true, though. Just as long as it's entertaining to you.
Doesn't matter if it's true, just as long as it's entertaining.
Oh my God.
Okay, what is this supposed to be? Is this supposed to be true or entertaining? Why did you have to make a song out of this? You dumb bitch. Why? Somebody summed this up perfectly. Like, this is some musical theater kid shit. You know, where she thinks she's onto something. She thinks she's really doing something here. And nobody but this person thinks that this is acceptable.
The streets ain't feeling you, kid. Shut that shit down.
Nobody but her thinks that doing a spoken word poem to some chords is the acceptable response to the backlash she's been getting. But she thinks it's profound.
Right? You guys having fun? All aboard the toxic gossip train.
Now she's singing. This is where it kicks off. She said, all aboard. Yeah, we're about to leave the fucking whatever sanity station you thought there may have been.
Say, boy.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm not sure if we skipped it already, but she says that she's been advised not to speak about these matters by like her PR team. So, but they never said that she couldn't sing about them. That's what she says.
What
I never said I couldn't sing.
Episode is this?
It's so unbelievably stupid. You have to be so stupid. And this is all going to be written off. She's going to be like, I had a mental health crisis. Bitch, no, you did not. You did not have a mental health crisis where you could sit down for an hour and a half and write a full-fledged 10-minute long song during a mental health crisis. A cogent song.
Is it a song the whole time?
Where you yeah, the whole thing is a song. She does not at any point stop down to have an earnest address of her audience.
Is there a chorus or is it just like 10 minutes of straight?
Oh, we'll see. Here's the beginning of the chorus. Yeah, it's catchy. It's in my. It's been in my. It's an earworm. It's been in my brain for. Station.
Toxic gossip train.
And she's got the soul in her, you know. Train. Toxic gossip train. A lot of people have been parodying this, like you've seen, because it's a good song. And again, when it inevitably comes to, I had a breakdown. What you saw there was me running away with my emotions, and I couldn't stop myself. I couldn't exercise any self-restraint. The people around me tried to, but they couldn't prevent me. Yeah, fucking right. You did this. And I'm so glad she's owning it now, more than a week later, that it hasn't been privated, it hasn't been taken down. A lot of people have been making the point that, singing and talking are really the same thing when you're delivering a message to an audience that's eagerly awaiting a response. But making it into a song is easier to claim, perhaps. So maybe she can more easily copyright strike channels that try and commentate over this or try and rebuke any of the things she's singing during her little spoken word fiasco here. So I guess that's one benefit to making a song out of it, but I don't see a single other reason why she took it here.
Rumors look like facts. If you don't mind the gaps, I won't survive in the crash, but hey, at least you're having fun.
At least you're having fun. I'm having so much fun right now.
Hi, everyone.
She's got like super dead eyes. And that's not fair because she's always looked like a fucking craven Resident Evil monster. You know, that's kind of her whole bread and butter, is looking like a disgusting Skeletor witch.
Oh shit.
Right, and she hams it up with the makeup and everything for the character, but no, I mean, that's her whole thing. And one of her catchphrases is actually skinny legend. I don't know if you've ever heard somebody say skinny legend. She brought that to popularity, I believe, because she prides herself on being just bony and frail. And you want to talk about having a great influence on children, you know, just knocking out that anorexia
holy shit, damn,
focus from a young age, tackling that head on. Yeah, I mean, like, the goal is just to be as bony and frail as humanly possible.
Talk to you about a few things. Even though my team has strongly advised me to not say what I want to say, I recently realized that they never said that I couldn't sing.
Yeah, there she goes.
So, here I am.
Same fucking difference, you dumb bitch. We're all listening.
She thought that
singing
shit was clever.
Saying it, we're all internalizing the message.
She thought that shit was slick, boy. She thought she was oil with your kitty litter in the desert.
If anything, we walk away from this version of events feeling more concerned for the children that have been involved up to this point. Like, oh my God, has she been speaking at you this entire time? That's got to hurt worse, to know that somebody dedicated an entire song to slighting you, the shit talking you behind your back. It's like, oh my God, guys, in my group chat full of little kids, listen to this song I wrote about Adam.
Oh my!
I'm sure you'll like it. I won't say anything about him. That wouldn't be right of me. But I wrote this elegy in 3 movements about what a little bitch he is. And now he had no business running my Twitter account. Oh, yeah, this is your solution to having a real discussion about your behavior. Yeah, it's time to shut it down.
And today I only want to talk about the facts. So
talk or sing. We need to be on message here.
Yeah, you gotta.
Many years ago, I used to message my fans, but not in a creepy way like a lot of you are trying to suggest. It was more of a loser kind of way.
Okay.
Where I was just trying to be besties with everybody. It's kind of like when you go to like a family.
Would you say we're best friends, right? I would say so. Not to put you on the spot, but I think we're besties, right? I mean, I think you can have multiple best friends, and you're certainly one of my best core group of friends. And like how she said she wants to be besties, but that you still haven't said yes, and it's actually sitting with me. That's really. We gotta back up. Hold on, let's get this bitch off the screen real fast because he still hasn't said yes. Wow, I'm shocked. I didn't ask you to say you love me, right? I didn't even take it there. I just said we're best friends, right? Holy shit, I'm crying. Wow. You had how many seconds just to say, yeah, of course.
I thought it was implied.
Holy shit.
I thought it was a rhetorical question.
What is this, episode 58? The last and final episode of the podcast, folks. Wow. I don't even know what to say. I thought it was implied.
Yeah, I thought it was implied. I thought it...
Question, answer, controversy, song. It's one, then the other. Cause and effect. There's always a response required. Holy shit. Well, if I'm led to believe, that means we're best friends. Like she said, you could try to be friends with as many people as you want. You have a core group, but we haven't sent each other our panties, have we? I don't recall doing that, right? I didn't go on fucking Alibaba and send you the cheapest pair of panties that didn't fit me because I couldn't wear them, and you asked me for them, right? And that's gonna be another thing, right? She doesn't even go over it in this. She barely glosses over that, but a big part of it, or what she's upset, or people defending her are upset about, is that the kids were asking for them because it was an unboxing thing where she only wore them once or something, or maybe she realized they wouldn't fit her, or she didn't want them. But she opened them, and she opened them on a stream or on a video, and people in the comments or in the live chat said that they wanted them, and so as a joke, she mailed them to the kids that wanted them. I mean, still, that you got to understand that that's weird ass behavior.
You don't mail kids panties. You mail grown men that paid $50 for a pair that went to the gym.
Panties and feet pics.
Yeah,
and the panties and if you know what you're doing, the panties are piss soaked as well. There's little droplets, but they have to be organic droplets. It can't just be a mess. It can't be a hot, wet, soggy mess. No, that ruins the fun, because then they know that you did that deliberately. It has to feel like an accident. Like, oh, that's what she's been doing in her pants all day without being able to help it. Yes, that's what they want. Kids, on the other hand, don't have any business receiving lingerie of any kind from a 34, 35-year-old woman. That just doesn't belong in your act, right? So, but she can sing about the select pieces she wants to and omit everything else and skirt around everything all she wants, because she took the time to sit down and write a 10-minute song.
You know, and there's a weird aunt there who keeps coming up to you and going like,
she's comparing
hey girl,
herself to a weird aunt at a cookout who comes up to the kids and is like, hey, how's it shaking? You want my panties?
I've been sharing my life online for over 15 years. I've poured my heart out to you, and because of that, I feel like I'm talking to my friends. But in the beginning of my career, I didn't really understand that maybe there should be some boundaries there.
Yeah, baby, don't ask our kids what their favorite sex moves are. Hey, Billy, you do doggy or missionary? I mean, personally, Miranda sings here. Personally, I get fucked in the ass every so often. And my skinny little bony ass, because I'm a skinny legend. And I can take it. I'm real flexible. You can do that when you're skin and bones. You can bend.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Just crazy fucking topics in these chats.
I think she really thought she was gonna like get by, and like maybe because she's a woman, she thought she could slide by this shit. But
she has a crazy fan base. You know, she has a crazy group of kids, you know, that really love her and that will defend her to the end. But here's the thing about kids defending you is no one takes that with any real credence, because they're kids, and we all understand that they don't have the full scope of anything. They only like what they like because they see what you allow them to see. And when you go out of your way to make videos like these and songs like these, quote unquote, debunking things that you're not even directly addressing, all you're doing is tricking these kids into believing that you did nothing to begin with. And you know exactly what you're doing. You're skirting around the more controversial, more taboo subjects of what people are actually discussing right now. And you're trying to corral what is left of your audience. You're trying to show these kids, hey, I'm still me. I can still write music, and this is everything you need to be concerned about as I see fit, as I curate to your viewing pleasure, all of these things and nothing else. Everything else you're hearing are lies. It's all fake and exaggerated. And I won't say what it is. I'm just going to I'm going to leave you with that, and you make your own decisions as grown children.
Exactly. Fucking exactly.
Yeah, as grown, capable children will do. Will make
There were
great
times in the
decisions.
DMs when I would overshare details of my life, which was really weird of me. I haven't done that for years, you see, because I changed my behavior and I took accountability.
Did you?
But that's not very interesting, is it? So let's go on the toxic gossip train. The locomotive's fueled with hateful accusations. The toxic gossip train. Steamroll over someone's reputation. Toxic gossip train.
I love that she's smiling. Doesn't it make it seem...
It's so fun. And
yeah. But it just makes it seem like more of a performance.
Yeah.
You know? And I think... she's I really think she's genuinely right now ahead of everything. She's trying to act like a crazy person. And people will watch this and have been reviewing this video like, oh my God, this bitch is crazy. This is cuckoo. That's what she wants you to think. Because again, I'm going to hit this home. She's going to come out and be, I had a breakdown. I wasn't myself. I needed medication. I didn't realize I did until I sought help from a medical professional, you know, and that's going to be the way out.
She knows what she's doing, you know.
And she's going to get even more support from the kids who believe her. Yeah. I mean, it's just, it's crazy. And she was doing a podcast with notorious mental health crisis actor Trisha Paytas, which I don't know if you're familiar with her, but she's like a nut case of a human being.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, she's like wild. She's hilarious to watch. Unlike this lady. This lady is not amusing in the slightest. But Trisha Paytas is like, you watch that to see it crash and burn every time, and to see it get back up and put itself back together again on its OnlyFans. That's what you watch that bitch for. But this one, no. I'm only just now watching this because it only just got good. It's only just now popcorn time for Colleen Ballinger. But they did a podcast together even just like a month ago. It stopped as a result of all this. And this is the apology coming off the heels of everything. I guess she's trying to salvage the podcast and all her relationships.
Hop on board, but close your eyes. Otherwise, you'll realize that the train is made of lies, and that person you despise maybe didn't deserve to die. But hey, at least you're having fun.
And she's gonna guilt trip people. She's like, I was suicidal. I almost killed you guys tried to kill me. Even though I didn't deserve to die. You know.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, please.
I hope all of my enemies, and I'm not gonna say who is my enemies, you know what I'm saying? You know, so you know what I'm saying?
I hope all villains in cartoons that I have disdain for.
In real life.
In real You're not giving me a lot of room to work with. Trying to craft the scenario in Minecraft, in make-believe,
in Fortnite,
in my Fortnite
in various
server.
Worlds.
Yeah, I hope all my opponents in Fortnite go on.
All my opponents in various existences, you know, may they crumble and break down until they go insane and perish.
I like
May it be terrible.
I'd hate to see you in a BR game mode. I'd hate to see you out there in Twisted Towers wreaking havoc. Perish? Yeah, Nothing I want to hear over the comms. I hope you perish. That's a serious person right there. Who means business.
Die, foul villain.
Die, knave.
Perish at my will.
Perish under the might of my shoddy.
You shall crumble.
Yeah. Let's get back to watching her crumble and
not.
In all seriousness, I do think it's really important to hold people accountable for their mistakes.
Amen, sister.
You know, we should hope that everyone can learn from their mistakes.
Just not you, right? Just not, you go ahead and keep doing this.
Indeed.
Instead of conducting yourself appropriately, go ahead and do this.
To grow and change their behavior and be a better person. This is something that I've always tried to do when I make mistakes, and it's something that I will continue to try to do. What? Oh, you don't care? Oh, okay. I thought you wanted me to take accountability.
That's not what you're doing here, though. That's not what this is, though. If this is taking accountability, then why are you making jokes? Why are you doing a bit right now where you break the fourth wall and then you're not listening? Okay, well, let me get back to my song. What about that makes you accountable for anything when you're openly spitting in the face of all the people that are... And listen, too. It's real big of you to assume everyone's heard of you and that everyone knows that this isn't the first time you may have even addressed half of these things, right? It's, yeah, way to big time everyone and make them... This is the first I've heard of any of this. And this is the broadest outreach any of these issues have gotten because of the nature of the 2 or 3 people who have been coming out with their unique stories, right?
Yeah.
Just because this is people's first time hearing about something that happened a while ago in pieces doesn't mean that now all of a sudden you're covered. You got the, you got done and over with. You've got a pass now on any and all times this comes up from now until the end of time. No, if it comes up and it's bigger than ever, that's for a reason. That's because people are getting wise to it. Maybe these patterns are repeating themselves behind the scenes, and that's what people are trying to prevent from happening. And if they aren't, all you have to do is apologize for the behavior again. It's real simple. You come out in a minute-long video or 2-minute-long video instead of a 10.5-minute-long song where you insult everybody who's just now learning about this. No, instead, you just apologize. You say, hey, I've said sorry before. I'll say it again. I'll say it as many times as you need to hear it. I'm not that person. That's not what I do. And it's certainly, if I did do that or if I was perceived as doing so, I'm genuinely and sincerely sorry. And it's something that I'll never let happen again under my watch or under my team's watch. You know, it's something real simple like that. A catch-all thing that you can say over and over again, and you can mean each and every time. Not this, but that's a good thing she did this, because this is what she means. She means to say, fuck y'all. Y'all are trying to kill me. I don't need to talk about this anymore. And fuck you. And I know how to play ukulele.
Mentality, is it? No. Your goal is to ruin the life of the person you despise while you dramatize your lies and monetize their demise. Yeah. I feel like I can already hear the comments on this video. Mm-hmm. She's gaslighting, manipulating. Oh, she's a narcissist and a rat. I would never make a mistake like that. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that all of you are perfect, so please criticize.
Yeah, y'all are perfect. Mm-hmm. Can I tell you how perfect I am? I'm not out here. Once again, if not to beat this one to death. I'm so perfect. But I'm not doing unboxing videos where at the end I mail off women's underwear to my children audience. It's just not what I do. I guess that makes me perfect. I don't know.
Son, if that's all it takes, goddamn, I'm a forever be perfect, boy. Call me perfect. So
that's really all it takes. Yeah, I mean, and I don't mean to cheapen her argument here. Yeah, nobody's perfect, of course, but I'm not the one in my comments or in my DMs with my kid audience talking about my divorce and shit talking my ex-husband and creating unnecessary drama with children.
Oh my God.
That's just not It's not my style. It's not what I do. And she's had like a live-in. That's what it was. She had a live-in friend, so not her partner, but a guy living with her at the same time as her then spouse or partner, who was like sexting and shit, from what I understand, or just getting really sexually explicit with some of these kids, just having inappropriate conversations. So it's really kind of incestuous, the whole
what in the
her whole team of people doing weird shit, you know. There's history of things like that occurring.
Bring out the daggers made from your perfect past and stab me repeatedly in my bony little back.
My bony little back.
I'm sure you're disappointed in my shitty little song.
At the end of the day, she's so skinny.
I know you wanted me to say that I was 100% in the wrong. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not going to take that route of admitting to lies and rumors that you made up for clout.
Rumors that you made up for clout? Oh, she brought up the C word.
They do anything for clout. Do anything for clout.
For clout.
Bitch, watch your mouth.
I know she just had to finish the rhyme scheme, but still, when she was pulling out clout, you know, the gloves come off.
I know, right? I didn't expect that from her.
They just want to get famous off of this drama that's burying me. Sure. Okay, sure.
I mean, you do the crime, you do the time.
If that was the goal, if that was truly the goal, this guy, Adam McIntyre, would have been talking about this from when it happened until the end of time. No, I mean, he suffered an intense amount of hatred at the behest of you and your audience. And he's only just now having his account corroborated that that's what happened and that he was unjustly mistreated by this lady. There's another thing, too, that I haven't touched yet. She does a lot of performances with kids. Touched, that's a key word, touched. She does a lot of performances for kids. She goes on tour a lot. She has a little program that she does, kind of like a one-lady show. Like I said, she was on Broadway and shit. And she's been on camera involving kids in her bits where she brings kids up on stage, and one of them involved a kid reaching into her pants on stage in front of a live audience. And I think she's done things of that nature on more than one occasion because it's a bit. It's a routine she does, right? So, I mean, real fun stuff in front of all the kids there, just normalizing that weird-ass type of behavior for the sake of the bit, you know? So, I mean...
Son. What the fuck?
Exactly, just what the fuck?
She thought she was going to get away with this shit.
And while she's not, like, outright molesting people, or not that we know of yet, I hope and fingers crossed that it comes out that she's out here, fondling kids. I can't wait.
Damn, you right on the line, motherfucker. Jumping
for clout.
On that.
Yeah, okay, yeah, right.
Oh.
Is that litigation for clout? We'll find out. But no, but she, with this guy Adam and other people, she would like get them tickets to events to show up as kids. I mean, like these small YouTubers that are kids whose parents are like running their YouTube accounts, you know, she would coordinate with them, take them to all these events and fly them out or not fly them out, or just get them tickets and expect them to be there and then ditch them after the event. Like lots of fun stuff. They're giving kids the runaround. Like she's some big shot because she can hook kids up and then like abandon them. Like she's like on some borderline Ezra Miller shit. Like we went into all the shit. He's in Iceland with this fucking 16-year-old.
Yeah.
You know, what she liked to do was, instead of like, okay, like I get you meet fans and you might connect and you might make a couple friends. That's not unheard of. It's not necessarily the best thing to do when you're like hyper famous, when you're like TV famous, but I get that it does happen. And sometimes it's good for publicity when you get people good seats to your next show, or people that ride for you and their whole following is about talking about your content. Yeah, okay, that makes sense to interact with those people. But when you're like quote unquote hooking them up and then ditching them at events or leaving them. Like she would literally take kids with her like backstage and stuff and like go around town after shows and then just drop them off at the store that they were at and leave out of nowhere with this literal kid wandering around an unfamiliar place, like unfamiliar town that they're there to see the show in, and just expect that their parents find them again or pick them up somehow, right? Like that's kind of a little cuckoo, so.
Yeah, we'd never go back to one of her shows.
Yeah, and that's what these parents will go on to say too. It's like we had, we were a little nervous the whole time, but then when she went and dropped her kid off and didn't notify anybody, that's,
they fucking left their kid at a fucking store in a random ass place.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, truly, you shouldn't leave your kid alone with anybody. I mean, if my kid's going anywhere, I don't care if they resent me because Miranda Sings won't let me come with you guys. It's not because I want to be there. Trust me. I mention I hate this bitch? But if my kid is into it and she offers to take them someplace, it's like, oh, great. Well, then I can come too, obviously, because I need to make sure my kid's going to be okay.
I'll follow you. You tell me where to go. I'll follow
that you're not going to pull a Neverland Ranch.
Yeah.
Fucking
I'm not,
do whatever happens there.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
That's so
hey everybody, I found someone new to harass. She did some things that I do not like in her past. So everybody gather around, cause we're about to attack.
We're not even halfway through. There's a new chorus that comes up, I think, around here.
Type of person who manipulates and abuses children. So I just wanted to say that the only thing I've ever groomed is my 2 Persian cats. I'm not a groomer.
Oh, I've seen that too.
Yeah.
I've
Boom. More jokes.
I've seen that too. Yeah, I heard that.
Jokes never land better.
Earlier.
They never hit better than when you're in hot water and everyone's waiting on pins and needles to see what you have to say. A joke, especially one like that, a dumb little pun, they never hit harder. They just slap different. They just hit different.
Oh, shit.
And I think she's going to be okay after this. I really do. I think she made the right call by making a goofy song and making like dad humor level jokes.
That shit is hilarious.
I'm just a loser who didn't understand I shouldn't respond to fans, and
I'm just a loser. I was just an idiot, loser, dumb, fucking loser, idiot, bitch, loser, dumbass. I was just a dumbass. I was a dumbass, fucking dumb bitch, dumb fucking loser. That's all I was. I was a no life. I was a loser. I didn't have any self. I was a fucking loser. And she keeps flogging herself. Oh, you poor thing. Oh, boo-boo, honey.
I'm glad you know.
I'm glad you know. I'm glad you figured it out.
I was going to tell you, but I'm glad that you already know. I don't have to waste my breath and say it.
Yeah, because everything you've been demonstrating is loser behavior.
You're not a loser. You're a dumb fucking... I was going to say the C word.
Yeah. I'm glad you were going to say that. I've been dancing around it this whole time. I keep having to stop myself. The fart joke thing, she emphasizes with the long pause, with the L&C TV show Pregnant Pause, like we covered with the little girl at the top.
Oh my God.
She pauses here after fart joke because that was the stage bit with the kids. She was talking about, see, I can fart too, or like feel my farts or something weird like that. I don't entirely remember the gist of it, but that had to do with interacting with kids directly.
That's weird. They didn't shut that shit down, bro.
Nope. She's extra quiet on this one. I think she's thinking about it. She's like, maybe that one was a little out of pocket. Because she took this one for 6 seconds.
Because it was in her
Oh no, this is a 10-second pause right here for fart joke.
God damn, girl. She thinking.
So,
She never thought this hard about nothing.
Change anyone's mind about
Certainly not up to this point, no. Like her actions or anything.
Come on here and defend myself a little and take accountability. And I also wanted to say that to anyone out there who has ever supported me in any capacity, I really, really appreciate you. Thank you. For what it's worth.
Like, I wanted to say too, she's playing ukulele, right? We see it. That's, and I know I already said this earlier, she had to sit down and write a song. But I've been trying to teach myself guitar with the guitar you gave me back there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, to learn guitar, does it have to hurt this much? Does it really have
put the calluses on your fingers?
Yeah. That shit is no fucking joke.
App called Guitar Tuner. It'll help.
Like what?
Guitar Tuner. It's an app. It helps you tune it, and it has like exercises and stuff to help you learn how to play.
Oh, I need that shit because, goddamn, does that shit hurt to play for my little fingertips?
Yeah, because my shits would like dig in, and it's like I literally can't play for the day because like my fingers are like indented.
Yeah, no. And I'm like, oh my god, I've only been going for like 30 minutes. And like you said, like beginner exercises too. My shits are like caved in with lines. And so the fact she's doing this is extremely entirely deliberate. It's no accident that her fingers are where they are. I want to all the people who like spontaneously play guitar, you know, like they whip out the guitar and it's all jovial and happy. They're gluttons for pain and punishment. These people that just whip out their guitars at the drop of a hat, like as yours just did. You know, these are the same people with sex dungeons and whips and candles melting on them and shit.
She can't just have the kids in the living room. Where do you think?
No. So I want to let everybody know right now, if you don't play guitar, if you don't play one of these corded string instruments, like that shit hurts. That doesn't happen by accident. Right? It's not just, let me get my cute little thing. That's like in the back of your head, you're going, oh shit, that one kind of.
That shit.
I rubbed my finger the wrong way. Oh, I got a cut here. She's probably bleeding right now. We can't see it. She's probably photoshopped that out. The blood all over this because she's been going for 7 minutes now. Like it's nothing.
Whenever she takes a pause, she's like wiping her hands.
She's wiping. Yeah, she's just giving herself a little bit of rest, some reprieve. We lost the sound, I think.
But I do feel like
oh no, she's just real fucking quiet all of a sudden. Yeah, I will. So it's an 8-minute song with 2 minutes worth of pausing and reflecting on nothing. There's another chorus though. I want to get to it. It's fun. She's like, ooh. Oh my god.
What in the world?
Actually,
Yeah, she acts like she's about to turn it off, but she's like, oh, I just thought it's another part. Like I didn't just write this.
I feel like maybe I should.
I just spontaneously thought of another section.
It seems like.
Oh my god.
Maybe you're confused about something. I don't know. Let me try to help.
Let me try it out.
Sometimes people make a mistake, and it doesn't make them a horrible person. Whoa.
Yeah, right here. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's switch up.
Crazy, I know. Sometimes people can make a mistake, and you don't have to take that mistake. Oh no. Twist it up and grind it and add some lies to it and pulverize it and stab it with knives and ruin a life and
look at those eyes.
Sometimes people can make a mistake. It doesn't mean
it's getting creepy now.
Oh no.
My hands are sweating for the wrong reasons. Before it was because I was excited. Now I'm nervous. Can we check for like bomb threats in her area?
mistakes.
Can we do like a sweep?
Because they made a mistake.
I just want to be sure. She's talking about stabbing. And...
doesn't make them a terrible human.
She's definitely a threat.
Yeah.
Watch her. You don't know what she's capable of or what she will do. Not what she might do, what she will do.
Fuck me, right?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is that guy, Adam McIntyre. He had a funny response.
Oh, to her little thing?
Yeah, this is his video.
23 minutes.
Hey, it seems this is the only way she'll listen.
Yeah, so... I mean, it gets a little old because he doesn't actually know how to play the instrument. Because, again, it's not an accident knowing how to play that shit and being able to do it well.
It on purpose, the bad playing.
Yeah.
But that 23 minutes, I hope he's not singing the whole time.
He's not. He's going back and forth. So he's got his version of the song and then hers back and forth over. So, yeah. That's why
he should have at least, like, he could have did the bad playing in the beginning, but if that's, like, through the whole video, I can't.
It's the whole video. Yeah, it's hard to watch. It's hard to watch. It was a fun joke at first, but even, like, this far into it, he's still...
There were times in the DMs when I would overshare.
He pitched the song down, I think, to avoid copyright problems.
Like your sex life and your ex-husband's penis size.
Yeah, those are things that she expressed to the kids.
Boy.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
Boy.
Fun stuff, people. We love it. I'm happy for her. I'm happy she can be. Her truth is out there in the world. She can be true to herself, to her audience, to everybody. You know, and now she can be free. She can spread her bony wings and fly like a vulture, like a damn.
Like a fucking
like a pelican. I'm trying to think of like a grotesque
pterodactyl.
Bony, like a pterodactyl. She can fly like Ridley.
Like the movie. Oh shit.
Yeah. Like a grotesque dinosaur abomination. She can fly away.
What did her husband look like? Cause like,
I don't know. I don't even give a fuck. I really don't care about any of this. I just like watching people like that I abhor, that I like really hate with a passion. I like watching them like suffer. That's really all it is. I think the song was actually right. I like watching her. I like watching people attack her. I like seeing people.
I can't wait till like they've got to get her out the paint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get her out of there.
No.
So especially after she just did that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, get her in custody ASAP. Like, I mean, that was a week ago. I mean, we can't get this woman behind bars fast enough, I don't think.
Should have happened yesterday. About a week ago.
But it didn't. And she's out there running wild. Oh, no. I fucked up. I took away the window. Let's get some advice going, though. We've been going a while.
I know. I got some advice for people.
What you got? Let's get this music playing.
I was about to say, I think I said this last week, not to interact with kids. I feel like I said that shit last week.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah.
What's with people fucking with kids? Leave the kids alone. Like, y'all haven't been listening.
Not at all. Not one bit.
What the fuck?
But in her defense, this is shit she's been doing for a long time, and it's coming back to haunt her.
She's been doing some shit, and
she didn't know any better. She was just a loser. Did she mention that she's a loser and she was different?
She's a dumb bitch, and you stop what you're doing. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Stop.
I don't know. It's not that easy when you're a loser.
Let me tell you some shit. It's easy to stop.
You're a total fucking degenerate piece of shit.
When you're a loser, you lose. So you don't get what you want. So stop doing shit.
Yeah, I guess.
Get the fuck down somewhere.
Maybe it's easier for some people. I don't know. I know plenty of losers that aren't dropping their significant other's dick size in group chats.
Girl.
Even with adults. There's a winner right there if I've ever seen one. Maybe let's not get her asshole in the camera.
Oh, was it? Did you? I don't
Yeah.
think it was. Oh no. Yeah.
I think it was small enough where we can dispute. We can say it's like a bug bite or something. Like, I didn't know your cat was pink too. Goodness.
You just gotta switch windows.
You asked me before we started. You said, or you were saying I need to find somebody to take care of Daisy before I die, and I said, of course I would. That's me, right? We're best friends, and you didn't say anything. But then I followed up. I said, yeah, I need a new soccer ball. She's perfect for that.
Which is why you're unable to watch her. I have somebody, don't worry, and it's not you.
It's like a trendy little fuzzy soccer ball.
That's definitely not what she is.
That's all she is. And she'd make a great footrest, too, when she's not being launched. I see her and I think feet immediately. I just think, what can I do with my feet?
This guy has issues. You're almost worse than the little kid diddler.
Yeah, almost. Thank God. Yeah, people can do whatever they want to cats. All these serial killers, they get to just murder as many cats as they want.
I disagree.
The moment they touch a hair on a person, it's like, oh, whoop whoop. You know, the cops show up.
Right? I don't like that.
I don't either. It's like, okay, here are the signs. Here's this person like decapitated. There's the whole Netflix thing about the Canadian guy. Don't fuck with cats.
Yeah.
Where it took a bunch of internet sleuths to stop this guy from murdering. They couldn't even stop him from murdering a gay guy in a hotel. Because they've been trying to tell people this guy is on the internet murdering animals.
Yeah. It's like, that's the signs. That's the fucking signs.
But you know what I did to get revenge on him?
What you do?
He, for a brief period, he was an adult actor.
Mm.
I sought out the videos of him being fucked in the ass as an observer in the museum of adult content, as it will be known in the future.
Yes, of course.
And seeing him being fucked in the ass helped me take a little piece of history back from that monster. But now we as a state in Virginia are deprived of that. We can't watch serial killers be
fucked in the ass.
Fucked in the ass anymore. And that's what Glenn Youngkin is doing to our state.
He doesn't want you to see serial killers get fucked in the ass.
He sure doesn't.
So what we gonna do? We're gonna see serial killers get fucked in the ass.